Hello and welcome, my lovely Sagittarius. Here is your card, the Temperance card. A lot of us coming out of that dry January, which means little to me because I drink precious little. But my goodness, you guys have been quiet. Very quiet. Welcome to my channel. I am the Queen of Clovers. And this is your general reading for Sagittarius. Remember, I will do a 3-spread read. Oracle, tarot, love reading, and cartomancy advice from spirit. And what else was I going to say? Oh, remember to take what's yours, leave out all the rest, of course. Crosswatchers, welcome. Ooh, 2 cards. Let's see. I don't read these upside down. I have the Wall and the Boar. Oh, geez. That's a lot of masculine energy. Spirit told me it's like this. The Boar is pushing against the wall. When you hit a spiritual wall, my lovely Sagittarius, could be why you're so quiet, because you're trying to figure it out. You're quite crafty little animals. Sagittarius, frankly, when you crash against a spiritual wall, it only gets thicker and thicker the more you try and crash through. It actually gets harder and harder and harder. It's one of the unfortunate spiritual truths. Let's get some more clarity and see what we are bashing our heads against there. Sagittarius, what kind of wall have you struck? Get some clarity. Ooh, 3 good cards. They just popped right out. The 5 of Cups, the King of Coins in reverse, and the Hierophant. Look, you're crashing your head against something where you kind of need to cut your losses with the 5 of Cups. Sometimes you don't get to keep every relationship, and you don't get to keep everyone physically nearby you. I've been reading a lot about spirit and the way we communicate with each other spiritually on a regular basis, even when we're physically in the same room. And a lot of that communication continues, whether you know it or not, with people you really love that could be quite far away. And Spirit is asking me to talk about this because of the separation of individuals. This feels more like a separation. It doesn't feel like a death or a breakup where 5 of Cups. It legitimately feels like a separation, not a breakup. But whatever it is, it's changed your finances a little bit. I do have the King of Coins in reverse here. It has made perhaps financing a little tough, and you've just battened down the hatches and gone full Hierophant. You're paying your bills, you're watching your budget, you're keeping an eye on things. Crap, this could be very pandemically speaking. Like, you know, we didn't want to fight being apart. We fought, I should say. We didn't want to stay apart. It's just a fact of life, especially when you have older people that you don't have a lot of time with them to begin with left. You know that with older people. But this became just so heavily aware in our lives come pandemic. And this might not necessarily be pandemic motivated, but it's the same thing. It is attempting to continue on life the way it should be, very Hierophant-y, very back to business. But you can't go back to business. You've lost something. I mean, sure, you can start going through a schedule, going through the motions. I mean, a hair washing routine does wonders for depression, which I hope, or skin routine, I'm sorry, does wonders for depression, I hear, just because it gets you into doing things. Yeah, this is probably a sister. We'll do the Empress. It could be a sister, a mother, or a grandmother. I have 6 of Cups in reverse. Could be some kind of childhood happiness. It feels like a moving away, and I don't think you guys are really prepared for this, Sagittarius. There's an influx of people moving from, like, California to Texas. I mean, political lines and all this crazy stuff is happening. So there's a lot of movement of people. People are realizing, I don't have to work. You know, my wife doesn't have to work. And we don't have to have 2 jobs each if we just move it to a different state from California, which is actually a reality. It's that kind of a move, like some kind of move, but it's kind of scattered more than just one person. And this doesn't necessarily have to just be with people, but it's with life in general. There are pieces moving around for you, my lovely Sagittarius. You're experiencing some kind of separation or loss with this. You're definitely experiencing some very gentle happiness and love that you're used to, and you're having to kind of come to terms with it on your own and kind of reach inside you for it. This could be memories, but it's not necessarily the easiest thing in the world. And this is the energy you're carrying with you this week. You could just desperately miss somebody. That's the other thing the spirit book did talk about was the spirits of our deceased ones or stuff. But they said you would not believe how many spirits regularly communicate with you. That we just don't hear, don't remember. They mostly in our dreams when we're asleep and our physical body is completely at rest and our spirit is allowed to recklessly wander about with abandon and listen. There's a lot of things that are forgotten. One of the best parts of this book was that they said that oh, I'm sorry, but you right before you sleep you can say, I would like to visit my grandmother in my dreams, and you fall asleep. And so you go to talk to that spirit, and no, it doesn't happen that way, because your spirit self in its purest form, kind of free of the designs of your body, are actually in your physicalness, it doesn't have the same goals as your waking self. And so you are going to be on a bit of a journey. I have the Knight of Coins here. It's a solo venture. It's packing up and driving out. I don't know, I wouldn't say you're planning to move or anything, but you're definitely, when, you know, we've been through a grip load right now, and the whole world's kind of been thrown into a basket, shaken up, and poured out. We're all landing in different places, and it is the world's going to be very different. And when it's over, no, it's already different. All right, let's see. 5 of Cups. Your person is feeling the same. You having this 5 of Cups feeling, Sagittarius. Your person is feeling it as well. You have done some sort of puppetry or mastery of some situation that has definitely gotten you some public attention with the 6 of Wands, some celebration. So this is like promotion stuff, you know, get an award, a trophy, something like that, right? And your person has watched you do this, and they've kind of been silent about it. This is the High Priestess here. They've kind of been silent about it. Perhaps you've gone into Empress. You've become your own Empress and let go of a lot of childish play. But frankly, whatever it is you're doing, your person is watching you win. And they're trying to figure out how to accomplish. Ooh, this is another one of those love readings. How do I keep up with that biatch? You're just that good. And I have the Knight of Swords right here. You're writing out as the Knight of Coins. You've mastered quite the Empress comforts. You've also mastered the skills. You just need to re-exercise them in this new changing environment. And, you know, you can do it. You can switch on the fly, Sag. You're very, very, very good at that. But they're writing out as the Knight of Swords. Maybe a little carelessly at that. And it's definitely not comparable. They may know things, but they have a little more trouble executing them in their favor. And yeah, while you're up there getting your trophy, they might not even be there at said event, trophy event, or pat on the back. They probably won't be. They're going to be out trying to, like if this was a salesperson and you're in competition in sales, this is like that person is out there trying to get more sales and beat the crap out of you as soon as possible. It's like, oh, I watch too many cartoons, but it's like Monsters, Inc., who wants to be the top scarer or break the scare floor record. You know, it's that kind of thing, but they're definitely the ones behind. They're trying to catch up, you know. It's the knowing and doing. You would definitely be the doer, the manipulator, the puppeteer in this situation, as opposed to them, who would just be like the big brains behind an operation. It's no disrespect to either one of you. It's just how each of you would operate. And unfortunately, I think this person operates extremely well, like behind the scenes. And it's kind of hard to get noticed and try to get that trophy or what have you when you're always working in the dark room and putting shit together quietly behind the scenes. You know, when everybody's having the party, you're like passed out at the table because you put it all together. It's that kind of energy. They definitely see you, Sagittarius, as a star. A star. They're not really worried about making being less than you in any way. They feel that you can both give to each other. You've both saved up and protected yourselves properly. You're both adults. It's like a bigger happiness when you come together with the Ten of Cups here. Look at that rainbow. Could be, you know, something, alternative sexuality there. But it's just happiness. It's a promise of happiness because you did all the work and you are just really missing your other half, each of you. There is something about other half here because one of you, like I said, is a real thought, really, you know, doing the mathematical calculations, and the other one of you is more presenting it with all the charisma. There's something there about you that makes you a fabulous team, and neither one of you has failed to really put yourselves in the position of being able to take care of each other, let alone one of you. I also have the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, so you won't be starving, and you certainly won't be lacking happiness. The Sun card, the very, very happy Sun card. Ending this reading with the Sun card and the Ten of Cups is not too shabby, my loves. That is a good love reading for Sagittarius. They're going to approach you on even ground, even footing. Somewhere where you guys are gonna, like, literally, I hear 401k meeting. We really gotta look at our funds. This person's gonna convince you to go to that meeting. Please go. It may not just be as boring as all that, but certainly it's good. That's how they're going to Two of Cups you. I just got that. See at the bottom? Two of Cups. That's how they're going to Two of Cups you. They're going to convince you to go something that we just all gotta go to. Shoot, shucks. I guess we gotta go, right? And be responsible adults. Four of Wands. This is advice from Spirit. Do not be afraid to celebrate your voice. Your voice is extremely strong, Sagittarius, especially when it comes to strong goals. You really put it behind this. A lot of passion coming and fire coming back into your life that was missing, mostly because you've been learning how to speak properly. I wouldn't say properly. That's not the right word for sure. It's got to be like, yeah, sometimes you just can say the wrong things. Sometimes you can just not say the right things the right way. This is some kind of, you know how every, you know, like HR language, human resources, like you can't say certain words at work, or you can't, it's kind of like you've learned the speak of the world you're in, and not just the speak, the presentation. You look very, you're polished to be the face, the voice, the fronter. I mean, this can be as basic as CEO. I am the head of this bitch, and you can check me out if you need anything. I can say whatever I need to quite easily. And it could be like literally the receptionist. Cute as a button. 2 8s. 8 of Wands and 8 of Cups, because this is very directional. Right now, you are giving your heart space to just enjoy everyone with this 3 of Cups here. You're not really trying to pick a suitor or pick a winner. You're definitely trying to just get done with, get away from the disasters of your past and move on to, you're just trying to move on to better things with the 8 of Cups, new adventures. Anybody from your past you probably wouldn't date, just because another 8, my friends. Yes, you know, figure 8, like when you go on a trip, kind of like you travel around the world, or you do a figure 8 on a map. You may be doing some of that. You're definitely working in a beautiful way, Sagittarius, with the Queen of Wands. That's our card. That's a fire queen right there. And, yeah, you're definitely working on something that is going to bring you to a point, a 5 of Pentacles point, where you're so bare bones and you're so end of line, and so maybe even alone. But what is going to carry through is the beauty of your soul and the work you've done before, and you're just going to shoot right up. There's going to be a dark moment here, and for Sagittarius, and I think that's the banging on the wall, your head banging on the wall moment. You're coming to it, to the point where you're like, okay, I don't need to do this anymore. I need to, like, go around the wall, dig under the wall, go over the wall. Whatever it is, I just need to do something else. And when you start doing something else, you notice evidence of new things around you. It is a sign that you're manifesting things directly into your life. And keep an eye out for that, because you will even be able to verbalize and vocalize better than I what those things will be for you. Definitely open your ears for spirit. They are speaking to you because you are right there, my friends. Especially if you're in this Five of Pentacles moment. You feel alone, you feel lost, you feel broke. Spirit says, almost done, baby. Just 2 more thoughts. And you're right there. Please look at the beauty of your heart. Literally brush your hair if you are stuck. You really think I'm kidding? Shave your legs, wash your hair, blow it out, and you will come up with some freaking idea of what to do next. It works every time for me when I pull this card for me, which is our card anyway. All right, thank you for sharing your energy with my loves. If enamored by my reading, please like or subscribe. If feeling generous, please look in the box below for tipping, donations, etc. And until next time, my love, please. God bless.